It is the RIOT on RadioU, 8772 RadioU. Do you think, Nikki, that you have tall Zoom energy?
Is that like, can I have energy during a meeting on a Zoom call, or what's tall mean?
Like physically tall.
Oh, like do you put off tall energy?
Do you seem to be tall in your video chat calls?
Well, I am taller in real life, so I guess maybe, yeah, probably.
Yeah, you think?
Do I have tall Zoom energy? I hate Zooming. Like, I don't know. I don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
But you're right. I guess, what do you put off when you're on a Zoom call?
Yeah, they talk about this, that some people have tall Zoom energy where they seem to be very tall in their, and when you're doing conference calls on Zoom for your job. And then as people have been returning to the office,
you find out
people are realizing that person isn't as tall as they seemed to make themselves out to be on Zoom. But what is it about? Like, what makes you seem tall?
I guess
could it all just be the camera angle, or because they're calling it energy, as in if it's the way you act? How do you act tall?
Well, you just act. At first, I thought, well, maybe it's confident, but that's not for like tall. That's not physically like for if you're tall or shorter.
Yeah,
I think it'd be more important.
You just fake it till you make it.
It's people putting off like skinny energy.
You think?
Like if you look smaller than you are.
They have a nice camera angle.
Yeah, you're like, I want this to be the most flattering angle as possible.
The lighting is really great, and then you see them in real life.
You meet your coworkers in real life, and it's not maybe how their filter made them appear in the actual Zoom calls.
But I feel with if somebody's putting off tall Zoom energy and then you see them in real life, they're shorter, you can broach that subject.
Oh,
if somebody's way larger,
no, you can't say anything.
You can't say anything about that.
Actually, Hudson, I'll tell you, don't even say anything about the height thing, too.
You don't think?
That will not lead to a healthy going back to the office environment.
Yeah, you don't think so? Well,
no.
I was thinking when I was reading this that that's interesting because Zoom, it really levels the playing field in a lot of ways when it comes to height because everybody looks the same. And I would venture to say that a high percentage, whether you are tall, short, or in between, I don't think anybody's happy with their height. I mean, not that it's something you think about all the time, but if you're taller, I bet you a lot of times you wish you were shorter, and if you're shorter, you wish you were taller, and if you're in between, you just wish you were something. So
just don't like
probably
anything.
taller. So I feel like everybody's a little insecure about their height.
Yeah.
So Zoom was a nice way of leveling that playing field where you didn't have to feel bad about it.
Based on this article, though, it does seem like it's skewed towards more if you fall under the shorter category for people who then meet you and realize you're not as tall as maybe you seemed.
How come nobody's talking about the short Zoom energy?
That's something too.
Yeah, maybe there's some people that seem to be way shorter in their Zoom calls for some reason.
I never would have thought of that. So if you do your next meeting, a virtual one, are you putting off tall energy
Here's
or
what? Here's what you do. For your Zoom meetings, you put the camera angle so that there's a bunch of space above your head, making it look like you're really short. And then when people meet you, they're like, wow, you're a lot taller than I thought.
They're like, thank you very much.
It's a nice way to just play the game a little bit.
Or they were just saying how in the next time you have a meeting, it's a fun sort of game to play of like, hey, everybody go around and say actually how tall you are.
Yeah. Guess the height. Whoa. Like you're at a carnival or something.
It's a game.
It's step therapy.
Again, only your height. Don't do anything else.
Oh, definitely not the weight.
Nope.
Or age.
Nope.
It is the RIOT.